Okay, here we go. Hey everyone. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds to just warm up, and since we moved to the country, my internet is not the greatest. So hopefully this works and you guys can hear me and see me. I'm gonna just turn on the chat right now. There we go. There we go. So make sure to say hey when you jump in here and we'll get started. I think I've got everything. I'm gonna try and turn on. There we go. Okay, Jill's here. Hi, Jill. So I just wanted to make sure that before we get started, my sister's in the chat room, and she's Plastic Free Fam. And so if you ask a question and I don't get a chance to answer it, she will do her best to answer. And I know everybody else is really good about answering questions too. But if you see the name Plastic Free Fam, that's my sister Jill. She runs our Facebook group. Over in Facebook, it's called Secret Slob, Accountability and Motivation. And if you've been in there, you know that it is the most caring, accepting, wonderful place on the internet. Please don't tell all the horrible trolls about it, because we have a really special thing going on. Not that any of you would, but it is pretty much the nicest place on the internet to be. And if you're looking for support and motivation, no matter where you are or what situation you're in, jump into our Facebook group. Okay, so I think we're going now. Everybody's here. I've missed you guys so much. It's been a long time since I did a live. I've never done one from my house. As you can see, I'm in my bedroom, but I'm like on the floor because we kind of decided this would be the best lighting. So here I am on the floor beside my bed and in my bedroom in my new house. And yeah, so welcome. This is the first live I've done in a long time, and I'm just so happy to be here. So make sure you leave any questions in the live chat. My sister's gonna do her best to answer them, or I'll do my best to answer them. You can look for my sister Jill. She's Plastic Free Fam. Okay, so why are we here today? 21 Days to a Clean Home starts tomorrow morning, and I know so many people are so excited to jump right into this challenge, especially me. It's been a long summer. We moved houses, and it's just, I don't feel like I've been able to get my routines going again. I think I've kind of got the laundry going. The dishes are pretty good, but everything else, it's just crazy. And so this could not come at a better time for me, and I hope for you as well. I love the month of September. It feels like a new year for me. You know, New Year is often a time of resolution and starting new projects and just taking on new challenges, and we all feel refreshed. And I feel that same way about September. I think it's because summer is always just kind of a gong show of traveling and seeing people, especially this summer, we finally got to see people and just doing things like that. And so getting back into September, kids are going back to school, you know, we're not probably traveling around as much, just getting back into it. A couple of people asked what the name of the Facebook group is. It's Secret Slob, Accountability and Motivation. Okay, so I have my notes here because it's been a while. So 21 Days to a Clean Home. This is our third year doing it. The first year I did the challenge, it was just for me. I had really low following on YouTube, and I was kind of just going through it myself. So that was really fun, and it was something that everybody really picked up on after my channel was quote unquote discovered. And then the second year, which was last year, so 2020, we went through it, and it was really great because a lot of us were stuck in lockdown and just felt like our houses were kind of like on like a burden on us, and it was so hard to get chores done, and the whole cleaning on YouTube thing really like took off last year. And so this year, 2021, we are doing the challenge again. I am so excited because everybody just needs a refresher once in a while. I don't think anybody ever really has all their routines nailed down all the time. And if you do, like I felt like I was doing pretty good, life changes and suddenly you don't. So it's never a bad time to do a really quick refresh and just kind of see what else you can pick up, or maybe it's a good time to experiment with your routines and habits and rearrange a few things. You know, I always say this over and over and over. The most important thing about this system, which I picked up from the Fly Lady system, it's all based on that, is that you make it work for you. And I think that's really the magic of what we're doing here. And I say we, because it's kind of my sister and I are like a team now. So what I'm doing here over at Secret Slob is taking the Fly Lady system, and maybe I pull things from other places and make a system that works best for me. And all I want for you is to do the same. Your system just probably can't look like my system because your life doesn't look like mine, and vice versa. And that's kind of what I found with Fly Lady system. So many good tools, so many amazing systems, but to follow it to the letter just wasn't working for me because I'm a different person with a different life. So whatever you take from this challenge, please remember, this is a system you're making for yourself to work for you and not for anybody else, okay? Great. So, All right, so this system, or this time the challenge, it's a lot's the same. We're gonna do a video every day. They start tomorrow morning. I'm gonna put them up at 4 o'clock my time, and I can set that automatically. Don't worry, I'm not getting up that early. I'll set them to go up at 4, and that way, hopefully we can catch as many people as possible and we can all kind of stay on the same day. I know people around the world do this, so it's hard to do it all on the same time zone, but hopefully that works for everyone. If you're on Australia, you might be doing it a day later because you might be in bed when I post it. But, you know, just do your best. It's 21 days long, and as I mentioned, it is based on the Fly Lady 31 baby steps. So when I first started Fly Lady System, I went through the 31 baby steps with Diane in Denmark, my all-time favorite YouTuber, personal mentor, and now friend. And she, you know, I just felt like that helped me so much. And I thought, you know, I need to do this for myself. So I can just see my sister, sorry. I need to do this for myself. So I filmed my 21 days. And the reason it's 21 and not 31 is because a lot of the days in the Fly Lady 31 steps are like check-in days or check your email days. And so we're a little bit different. I kind of pared it down to what I felt were the essentials and went from there. Every year it changes a tiny bit. I've like altered a few of the days, added in a few things that I thought might be more helpful, just changed it up, kind of shake it up, give you a few more different tools. But if you want to see like everything we've ever done, you can always go back into the beyond to see what I did the first year, which was 2019 at the beginning. There's a new tracker and it looks like this. It's very similar to the last one. It's totally free and the videos are free. So if you want to do this challenge, you do not have to pay anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. You can just grab your tracker and then every day you check off the things you want to do. So there's kind of a spoiler of what we're going to do every day. You know, shine your sink is day number 1. It always is, probably always will be. And so tomorrow when we start, it'll be shine your sink and all you have to do is get that check. By the end of it, you know, there's a whole list, but no one's ever expecting you to get them all. I certainly won't get them all. We're just going to do our best. This is all about learning a new system, learning new habits, trying them out, you know, trying them on like a new pair of shoes, seeing if they work for us. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. If something doesn't work for you though, oh my goodness, just put a cross right through it. Don't do something that doesn't fit your life and, you know, isn't something that's going to help you. I want only things to be helping you, to be things you're doing. So there's also things like, you know, we get down into here, you only do it once a week. So there won't be a check mark every day. And I kind of did that on purpose because I thought that's good practice for not having the whole thing filled out and recognizing you're still doing a great job. So new tracker, but the most exciting thing about this challenge and the biggest change is my sister and I this summer, I took August off, but what I was actually doing is writing this, the 21 Days to a Clean Home Workbook Journal, which is so exciting. And I was so nervous to put this out because this is kind of the most I've put into like a project, a document to share with you. This is, you know, I wrote every single page. And so I wanted to do a really quick tour of the workbook because I know a lot of people are asking. So first things first, you do not need the workbook to do the challenge. Like I say, the tracker is free. It always will be free. The videos are free. They're on YouTube. This is just something that if you want to dive a little bit deeper, really get to explore your habits, routines, work on your systems, maybe think about why things are working for you, why they aren't. It just gives you a chance to explore some of those things. And I think really fully invest in the challenge. So some people have already grabbed it. I know you might not want to until I show you. So I want to show you a couple of things. So this is the front page. I did see someone put a binding on it, which is pretty nice. When I did it a few weeks ago. this was the original. I just used it black and white, and I put it right here in my good old control journal. Yes, the same one I started with like 2 years ago. So you can see like I went through it in rough copy and then made it all pretty for you guys. But you know, there's a welcome, there's kind of steps, how to do things, opening day goals. So you're setting goals ahead of time. I find if you write things down, set your intentions, you just seem a little bit more accountable to them. Another place, I showed the free 21 sheet upside down. Oopsies. There we go. So I just find if you set your intentions and goals ahead of time, you're kind of being more accountable to yourself and also thinking about what you really want to get out of this challenge, right? I mean, we all want to have a cleaner home. That's kind of the obvious answer, but what are you doing it for? Who are you doing this for? Why? And what's your plan to get there? Okay. Sorry, I'm half reading the questions. And then there's just kind of a tracker. The tracker comes in there. So if you buy the workbook, you don't have to also download the tracker. And then there's just some notes from me, but I'll just go through day number 1. Ugh. So there's 21 sheets that look just like this. And this is kind of what it looks like. So we introduce the new habit, and then usually there's a little reflection question here that just talks about how you're going to, well, where you can talk about how you're going to make this step and this system work. So for example, day number 1, what is your plan to stick to your goals over the next 21 days? So this is going to be different for everyone. Maybe you have an accountability friend. Maybe you're going to post on Facebook every day. Maybe you're going to post it on Instagram every day. Maybe every day you're just going to use the checklist and, you know, work through that. There's all different ways that you can stay accountable to a program like this. So write down what you're going to do and what your plan is. Without a plan, sometimes it's hard to get to the place you're going. There's going to be a daily checklist on every sheet. So here there's just one, because tomorrow we only have one thing to do. So you just do shine your sink, and then it grows and shrinks with the days. So you can also follow along with this if you don't want to follow along with the tracker. There's a reflection on every page. And this is my favorite part. At the bottom, it says daily mood and energy, because that's going to change every single day. And every day you're going to have a different amount of energy, a different amount of time. So you can put a little kind of, maybe you could color it in or circle it. So there's like a smile face and a meh face and kind of a not happening face. And that will maybe help you see why things didn't go that well that day. And that's okay. Things are going to go differently every day. You're not going to be like smile face every day. Everything went perfect every day. That's never going to happen. So let's just accept it and move forward with the time and energy that we do have. Then, did you make progress? So not, were you perfect? Did you get this done? Did you make any progress at all? For me, getting out of bed and putting clothes on, that is a big yes, right? That's making progress every day. Doing your best with the time and energy you have is making progress. So again, if I haven't emphasized it enough, you do not need to get every check mark on here to make progress and see success with this program and with this challenge. That being said too, if you get to day, 3, and life goes sideways and you're like, I can't do this, that's fine. The challenge is called 21 days to a clean home, but it might be 21 days over 40 days. Every time you feel like you need to miss a day or things kind of get caught up, my nose, you guys know I have allergies. Just stop where you are and pick up again where you left off. One of the biggest things that kind of makes me feel disheartened is when I see people starting over again and again and again because they missed a day or they missed a check mark. That's fine. That's totally life. Just keep going. Please don't go back and start at the beginning after 5 days because you weren't perfect. Just do your best, and when you're ready to keep going, start again. The videos will always be there. I'll always be there, and there's absolutely no prescribed time you have to get this done in. Kudos to you if you do fly through it in 21 days. That's amazing. And sometimes people will have 21 perfect days in a row or great days or high energy days. But if you don't worry about it. That's okay. Just pick up where you left off. The whole point is to try everything out, see what you think of it, try it out in your life, and then keep it or don't. All right, so that's kind of what the workbook is. So there's like some intro stuff, there's some checkpoint stuff, there's more questions, and then most of it is these daily things. The questions every day are different and they apply to, like these daily sheets. The questions are different every day. And you can get as deep or just give as obvious of answers as you like. And it's really just meant for you to kind of explore what you're doing and why. So after that, again, it's 21 days of those. And then at the end, there's kind of a check-in page again, where you can check in with your goals, see how you did, see what you wanted to do differently, talk about, you know, what went well, what didn't. We used to do that in sports a lot, kind of do the did wells, wouldn't do again kind of discussion after a game. And that was always really helpful, kind of going through everything. So that's the package. Does anybody have any other questions about the package? Also, there's a discount right now, which I will put a little code in the description. Okay, it looks like some people maybe had some difficulty getting the actual package. That, you know, everything's always hard when we launch something new. So if you're having trouble, you can email info@thesecretslob.com. Hopefully it's not too complicated and it'll come up, it'll get back to you. But we do have like 3 of us just working on this project. So we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And I know Kim's working really hard to answer those emails and get back to people. So just bear with us, but do send an email if you're having any technical difficulties at all. And oh, I didn't even say, it's at my website, www.thesecretslob.com. And then as soon as this is over, I'll link to everything in the comments below, or maybe Jill can put a link up. Okay, so workbook. Excuse me. Yeah, so I wanted to just say, you know, just keep going, just do your best. It's not about being perfect, it's just about learning, and learning is never a straight path, right? There's always lots of detours and little shortcuts and long way rounds, everything like that. But what we really want is for you to focus on getting your system set up and making them work for you. Okay, the videos start tomorrow morning at, excuse me. You can tell I haven't talked at all today. I was just like on my computer. The videos start tomorrow morning at 5. They're super short. They're like 3 to 6 minutes. I didn't want to do a lot of talking. I wanted to keep it really basic and really short. So they're super short, gives you the exact just like instructions of what to do. And then I'll try to link to relevant videos so you can kind of check other stuff if you want more information. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't taking up more time in your day than I need to be, because if I give you a 20-minute video, well, that's, you know, 3 minutes of important information and 17 where you could be doing something. So super short. The video goes up at 5 a.m., but like they're going to stay up so you can watch it anytime. That's just kind of when I'm going to post them every day. 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We start tomorrow. Email info@thesecretslob.com. And that is pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, which is good because I said I'd be 20 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? I saw one that just went past. How do you like your new house? I love my new house. I'm not gonna lie, and Jill can attest to this. There was some serious tears when I first moved in. I've never grieved leaving a house before, and leaving my old house, I was pretty upset. But we've been here. I feel like I've settled in. It feels like my house. I'm, you know, finally starting to get a little bit organized, and I love it. And the living outside and living out of town is amazing. It's so good. We even have a new pet, so I'll probably share that with you in the next few videos. We have a new pet, and yeah, my kids are just loving life. So are you gonna do a walkthrough with the furniture? The daily videos are not live. No, they're just gonna be posted. I'm gonna do a walkthrough of the new house. Yeah, I could do that. I know. I will say one thing. At the beginning of summer when I was packing, I was like totally gung-ho for doing all these moving videos. And I think I made lots of promises being like, yeah, I'm gonna show you unpacking, and yeah, and this, and then life. And I was like, I can't film unpacking, and this is crazy. And so I honestly didn't film a lot, but I did film a little bit. And so I'm gonna do kind of a how I moved in video. That will be after this series is done. So look for it at the end of September, but I did film it way back in July. But yeah, basically, I mean, it has been stressful, but it was not the right time to be making videos. It was just too much. So have we seen any more bears? No. Well, we saw a lot that first week. We saw 8 bears that first week, including 3 babies, which was cool. We haven't seen any since, but there's a lot of bear droppings around. So they're here. I set up a game camera, like a trail camera, and I caught a picture of one coyote, and then it went dead. So we put new batteries in it yesterday, and we'll see what kind of what kind of stuff we see, but there is, you know, evidence of bears and other animals everywhere, but we haven't seen them. I think my kids are just too loud and they're like making a wide berth around our property. So it's been really good. I think that is it. I don't see any other questions. I don't have a printer. Can I edit it, type in it digitally? Unfortunately, no, it's not editable. We didn't even think of doing that. That might be a really good thing. Let me look into that. I'll ask Kim. She's probably watching this being like, oh no. 8 bears is 8 bears too many. Yeah, it was. It was a little frightening and I was like concerned that we needed to put a fence around the property, but it's okay. And we'll probably get a dog in the spring that'll hopefully give us a heads up if there's something in the yard. So that's kind of a short little update on how it's going at our new country home. Mostly great. A little bit stressful, but yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be getting back into my routines. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention, I think I did, but when you guys go through this 21 days to a clean home, believe me, I am going through this at the same time. My house is like crazy. It's so bad. And so I'm excited to go through this because like I say, the first time I did it alone, the second time I kind of had my stuff in order. So I was kind of more teaching. And this time I'm like back in the thick of it, going through it with all of you. I'm so excited. And so I'm going to share kind of my personal daily progress on YouTube or on Instagram. You can follow me there at The Secret Slob. And that's where I'll kind of share my day-to-day stuff. But yeah, you'll see the video here every single morning. Program is free, totally free. But if you would like the journal, it's on my website, www.thesecretslob.com. Make sure you check out the discount. I'll put the code in the comments or maybe Jill can post it in the chat. That's good till tomorrow at midnight, the promo code. And then after that, you can pay full price, but it's still, I don't think that much considering I worked on it all summer. All right, that's it. I will talk to you guys so soon and the videos will start coming out tomorrow. Check in with me on YouTube in the comments. I'll do my best to answer as many of those as I can. And always on Instagram, I'm over there just living my best life. That's it. Thanks, Jill, for helping me with the comments. I'm sure I'll just get on the phone with you after this and talk about how it went. See you guys. Bye.